Hi everyone, and welcome back to Scrap Edit Creations. I'm Diane, and today we're going to be taking my Heart is Full layout from the March album retreat and creating an 8.5 by 11 work of art. So let's get scrapping. So today I'm going to work on this My Heart is Full layout. Now, I want to be upfront. I'm not loving this background. I also stitched this with the white gel pen without a ruler, and then I decided it was such a long line I wanted to use the ruler because this edge wasn't as straight. So then I used a ruler on all the other ones. I noticed that I make longer lines when I use a ruler, especially like over here, than when I don't. So I thought that was interesting. But just this pine background is not my first choice. Probably not my 20th choice either, but that's beside the point. This is the layout as is, following the instructions via the internet, because that's where I was taking my little class on. So what I have done is changed it a little bit. I don't have this paper, so I'm switching that out for this paper. And I can't use as much. And I decided that I wanted to have it meet in the center. So let me set these aside real quick. Actually, I'm going to set these up here because I need them. Okay. So things I do love about that layout were pretty much the bases of it, like the inside bits. These are the pictures I'm using. They are of one of our many spaghetti trip dinners, spaghetti factory dinners. Oh my goodness. So on this piece, this was one of my favorites, is wetting this down and then curling it up. So I'm going to wet it and then I love how this paper just kind of gets all wet. Okay, I'm going to curl it a little bit and just kind of mush it. And then go along here. Signed up for a new, what's it called? We Deliver. They won't deliver to my house. I'm not in the right area. But a friend of mine's, well, I guess you all know Nancy because I talk about her. Well, her daughter delivers for them. And so when we did that garage sale, she's like, oh, hook it up. And I thought, okay. But then I found out they don't deliver. But they remind me every time it's time to eat. They remind me for lunch. They remind me for breakfast. They remind me for dinner. Okay, so this is what I want to do for both sides. I really did enjoy that feel. And let's do this side real quick. Just realized I had a layout over there that I was squirting water over. And I really like that layout. So it's like, no. Okay, that one. I thought I was just squirting it over the recycle bin. No, not me. That's not how I roll. I got to get it on a layout. Okay. So I've kind of, roughed this up. I have a behind everything I just moved over there. Let's see. It is a Tim Holtz little scraper. Trying to think of who had these. Maybe it was Scissor. I don't know. It feels like it was either Close to My Heart or Stampin' Up. Somebody had these. And then you couldn't get them for a long time. And now Tim Holtz has come back out with them. That's why I kind of am leaning towards Sizzix because of the fact that Tim Holtz is a Sizzix brand. Okay, I have adhesive somewhere. There it is. So I have a lot of bits over on this side, so I ended up putting the adhesive on the opposite side. I also changed the paper for the smaller layout to Seabrook, and I'm doing Seabrook Light, and that reminded me that I really wanted to add some sage to it. So I think I'm going to take the adhesive off of that and set this aside for just a second and grab a blending brush. And I have my sage right here. I actually have a lot of colors right here because I was working on this layout and another one. Grab a little scrap and just gonna kind of sage it up a little bit. Not like everywhere, just kind of in the corners, in the center, that type of thing. A lot of this you won't even see, especially since I'm adding actually another paper in. You might see this right here. I'm going to add that on here. But this sage will just kind of help bring it in a little more. Wrong. Tapped instead of did the thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't really see it, honestly. It's not that much. There we go. Okay, now let's do this other side. Avoid the sticky. Keep this piece. And we'll just add some sage up in here. Again, we really won't see much of this, so it's probably a waste. Decided I didn't need to tap. Just tap it in there. Okay. Okay, that's probably plenty. Set that aside in case I need it again. And let's pull this little guy out. Okay, so I want to kind of make this in the center-ish. I'm just going to kind of put it down there. And then I want to slide this piece in. So I don't want to push down right there quite yet. This piece, I believe, is 2 by 10, but let's double check. 2 by 10. Nice. And I just want to go in a little bit. And the reason why I chose to do this pattern was because this one wasn't already in the paper, the papers that they had chosen. Is we've got the sage, we've got, well, toffee, we've got this pink one, we've got, I think this is honey butter, but no, it's not. Can't think of what the name of this one is. Huh. Goodness. Let me see here. This should help me. Shortbread. Shortbread here. We've got ballerina, and then we've got this pattern. It's a light checkered pattern. This one. It's pretty. And so those are the main patterns on this layout. Love this. And I just got a new one. I need to print it out. It's got all the new colors that were from last year. I just have not printed it out. So you got to do that. This is still kind of wet, but that's okay. Set this over. And I just want to match this up, again, leaving about a 1/2 inch on the top and a 1/2 inch on the bottom. Yeah, when your paper is a little wet, it's a little harder to get the adhesive to behave. It doesn't want to behave as much. Let's see here, if we go there. And since this is, wet, it's going to be kind of abstract. So if you do follow this one, which I guess I should have said what the size of this was. This one is 7 by 10.5. Okay. And then again, the 2 by 10. You could always go smaller with this one too. I don't know, kind of wanted to take up that whole side and make it look like I had another sheet of paper. Okay, so I started at about 1 3/4. No, 3/4. Goodness. Right below the 1. Okay. This side needs to come down a little more and flip. Okay. A little. Well, this isn't helping. looks kind of close. We'll run with it. Okay, these pieces, I think I'm going to set these aside, grab another mat, and work on these pieces individually instead of on the piece for right now. Okay, so we've got 2 of them, and we've got 2 green. I'm just going with feel. I'm not, we'll move these around as soon as I get them all laid out. We've got the pink one, and this little stripe is with a stamp, and the hearts are with a stamp, which is really fun. Not loving the placement, but does it matter? So on the first page, I've just got a bunch of group pictures, and that's what's going to go over. So you're not going to see as much. Whoops, sorry. And this one, this is going to come down. So again, you're not going to see as much, which means I need to figure out what way I want the papers to go if I was to leave it like this. And each of these squares are 3 by 3. And now that I've said that, I better check because I'm pretty sure they're 3 by 3. 3 by 3. Yep. Okay. I like these 2 here. That's okay. These at the bottom, and maybe I just change one to the top and put this at the bottom. Let's see. That's kind of diagonal. This is diagonal-ish. Across and down and across. I think I could live with that. Okay. So now I'm going to set this up here. Let's put these onto this one. So I cut down this white paper from the original, which I think was like 10 by 10. And I don't even know how big I cut it down to. 6.5 by 9.5. And what I like about this is that it's smaller and I don't have to worry about that extra group of squares. Because that was kind of stressing me out when I was like, do I make oh goodness, do I make the squares smaller or do I leave them the same size and just do less? And that is what won, because I don't know, I just couldn't see smaller squares. I thought it would just be a little too busy. Plus, I don't have that one pattern, and so it was just a thing. I did sand these shortbread squares to bring out that nice little embossed flower image. Loving that image. I guess I like it that way. It's kind of nice when you've got a paper that you can kind of keep flipping around, but when you're not really loving every corner, which I don't like that upside down, but I don't think we'll be as drawn to that. Also, because I did make it smaller, the space between these is small. The space between these is large. I suppose I could cut it down a little bit and like make these closer, but I think with the photos on here, I think we'll be okay. I just feel like this is not lining up the way I want it to. I am going to trim this. There. Now maybe it'll line up in my brain better. Okay. And so this one would go with this. So I'm just going to take this off right now and put the picture on here, because then I have less sitting around on my desk trying to get me to use it. We will have to pull some of this up for some embellishments, but I do like it. I think that's a good balance. I mean, I almost wonder if I should have moved that, but then I run the risk of having, yeah. And if I put the yellow one, or the shortbread one here, it's here. And if I put it here, then we've got this little triangle. Oh, goodness. the things we think about for paper. Their balance on the layout was really nice. I do appreciate that. The only thing I didn't care for was the pine background. It's just too much. It's too dark. So I've changed it with mine. If Nancy wants to change it on hers, I will tell her she can. Actually, she's probably watched this now and she can do it herself. She knows how to do that. That side went together a lot easier than the other side. Oh, I feel like I might have done something wrong here. No, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, I want to go this way. Matching the pattern on the other side. This one doesn't match, so I'm not too worried, but I think we cover up most of that. I'm pretty sure we cover up that bit, which is the part that would bug me. Okay. And I took these pictures and I printed them. I printed all of these in wallet size and then cut them. And I even had to cut the photo mats down a little bit. They are, let's see. So I've got 3 1/8 by 2 and almost, let's see here. So let's see, 2 3/4, 2 7/8. And I did that for all of the pictures because of the wallet size. When you print them, that's kind of what you get. Well, then I went back to the drawing board and reprinted all of these because they were so tiny, and got these, I think I want to say 4 by 3 1/4, 4 by 2 3/4. Okay. So then I was able to get 3 on here. I just cut out the top area where they have, Spaghetti Factory has a lot of really cool lamps and ambiance, and I cut that out, which can be good, can be bad. I'm not going to worry too much about it. We do have a lot of different pictures for Spaghetti Factory, so I'm sure in some of the other layouts, and this one has a lamp right there too. So, but I'm sure the other layouts will have more bits. Okay, so I'm going to start this one at 1. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so then we'll start this one at the same place. And then we'll kind of add in some bits. Now, I might have to cut things down. I might have to, this goes higher. Well, you know what? I'm going to put it down to 3/4, and no, I can't. I got to start it at 1. I'll probably have to lift up a little bit on things just to put some bits in there. I also found on, let's see here, it's the die cut titles. I've got the black ones. I found Enjoy, and I thought that was kind of appropriate for this one. How does the end go? Like that. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. I think that looks pretty good. I've got this heart that I was thinking down in here, and I have this heart that I was kind of thinking like up there, but again, I'm not sold completely on anything. I've got all these little bits, and these bits what else do we have? So I didn't stamp the daily. I didn't stamp the little leaf. Sorry. I have one of the tabs, I believe. I'm not sure where oh, it's for the next layout. So I don't have the tabs. I can stamp that and cut that out really quick. I do have this piece, so I should probably stamp that. I do like the heart, so I'll do those two, and I'll stamp that. I'm not going to worry about the little flower right there. And then on the other side, we just have this piece, which I stamped during class, and those pieces together. So let's see here. Let's work at this side, and then we'll get onto this side, and we'll figure this all out. Okay, so we've got these three pieces. It's kind of nice that you can use this little bottom piece just by cutting that in half. I am going to trim these down. Don't need all of that stuff floating around trying to pull things up. So these are all flat. And that heart, I'm thinking I want to add pop tape too. Still got this little circle piece for a shaker. It's actually come in quite handy. It seems to want to be used too because it keeps jumping up to the top of the pile. Okay, so we've got this piece first. Maybe I will build it and then slide it in. Okay, so then we've got that piece. And that piece. Okay, let's add just another bit of adhesive just to be safe. Probably overkill at this point, but I think we can have it on there. Okay. This is where I need to pull this up a little bit. And there we go. And then I'll put this heart. This is where they use the is on for the my heart is full. But I am not using that title. So there we go for that. It needs something on there. I don't know. I think this is Seabrook. I'll think on this one. I could put a little flower or something. Okay. Then over here, we have all of these bits. And so they kind of did this little thing like that. And then down in this corner, they had a lighter one. This one right here was this with the pluses. And they put this one here, and I misplaced the other one. And then one up here. I'm not loving that. I do like that on that one, but I think I want to put a darker one up there. And I could put both those there. Oh, that won't work. Could put that up in here. I do like that. Wonder if the charcoal one would look cute down here. What if I was to do both of them? That's interesting. I definitely do not like that one there. I could do the pink ones there. They're the mulberry. And I could put that one over here, and I could stamp something on them. Let me get my stamps out, and let's see what we can do with this page. Okay, got the stamps and the ink out. So I'm going to quickly stamp them. I think I can get everything on this piece. That I need to cut, I should say. I'm going to stamp 2 of those in case I need to. Oh, I do need that again. Okay, so then we've got, so the brown one, put the flower. I think I'm going to just do like a trio of flowers. And I hate that. So nope, not going to happen. Did not care for that. I kind of like the hearts. I don't have the right color cut, but I could cut them easy enough. I think I want hearts down there. I like that. Okay, the other ones, did they have anything? Oh, they had the little pluses. Only one of them did though. Let me look inside. I don't see anything there. So one had the leafy piece and one had the pluses. Kind of leaning towards both having the pluses. I have a piece of paper over here that is trying to get as far away from me as possible. And I've been using for stamping, as you can probably see. So this one will be visible. I've got to be careful. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Do we want to do, do I want both of them the same? Questions, questions, questions. The other thing I do have is I have a bunch of these little flowers that I cut. I wouldn't go with the green, but we do have Seabrook. No, that does not look right. Oh, but I have a dark. Nope, that's dark. I'm not sure these flowers would be good. Set those aside. I have a yellow one. That just looks wrong. Okay, so these flowers weren't a good idea. I'm just going to stamp it and hope for the best. I could put one there and one there. No, not loving this. Hold on, I'll be right back with those hearts. Okay, I'm back and I've cut these out. I am not loving them. And I did cut out the shortbread down here and I think I like that. Let me try it with the lighter. I think I like the lighter on that one. And then I did cut out, I cut out mulberry and I cut out white hearts. There should be another one. There it is. It's a lot of hearts. I don't want too many hearts. Okay. I don't care for that one. Okay, I'm liking that. Liking that. That's, no, I don't like these. Okay. I don't think I actually like that either. But we need something here. Let's look at the stamp set and see what we've got. I feel like something went flying. These stamps, they go everywhere, so. Hmm. could cut more of these, have these going that way. And then I could put some words on them maybe. I don't know which words though. Okay. I'm at a loss. I do like that though. And I like the color actually. So I would only need one more of those. Okay, I'm going to cut one more. What if I did this? Small going out, large coming in. Oh, I like that. Okay, don't have to do anything. That's cool. I like that kind of action. Okay, I'm going to set these aside real quick. Close this up. And I'm just going to leave those stamps there, and I'm going to move this and pull this back over here. Pull this one out too. Okay. So I put these on here. You can slide it in so you don't see the little tails of it. I'm glad I had these pre-cut. Okay, I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off of this. If I can find my trimmer. Found my trimmer. Let's go with a 1/4 to start off with. We'll just keep going down. It's probably more like a 1/2, but let's just be conservative on this. Or not, because now it's all janky. Okay. Good thing I have another one if I need it. There, perfect. Okay. Yeah, that square just needed something. This one's more covered up because of the bottom part. This one was just too out there. And we need to adhere this down. I love these little tabs. Or the ticket toppers, I think is what they're calling them. But to me, they look like little tabs. This album retreat, these classes have been so much fun. So I'm really glad I've gotten to kind of work on this for myself as well as show you guys what we got to do. Hopefully Stampin' Up! Will pick up on the album retreats and know that these were a huge success. It would be great if they did. Okay, and I think I'll put a dot on those. What color dots do we use? We used pink. Okay. Grab the dots. I have 2 different versions of those. Okay, I'm going to pop these. I am much happier with this, with the Seabrook background. It's not as bright or dark. I guess it would be dark. White would have probably been a good background for this too. Okay. And then Got that done. All of these are glued down. Okay. Now we've got this one. Kind of like that with the darker heart with it. Because it needs a little something on that, which there's, I mean, they put is on there, but I'm not putting a title on it with that one. So I think having an extra little heart there was not a bad thing. I could put this up here. That ties in across. That's nice. Now I kind of want another one of these little tickets or yeah, no tickets, tags. Oh my. Okay. No. I think we're done with that. I didn't use any of these. Still, I'm not loving it for that. Okay, I think I do want to cut a couple more of those, the tag tops. Okay, I only need one, but I have a habit of messing up, so cutting two is never a wrong idea. These little scissors, when I was cleaning out my area, I found them again. I got these for free on scrapbook.com when I ordered something. So I was like, oh, let's see if they're any good. They actually are quite nice. Yeah, I like how that tones down that little square. Okay, I do need to put down the enjoy. Earlier today, I was dealing with some letters and they were not nice to me. You'll see it on the next video. It's well spent was the wording, and they were tiny and mean. I'm glad I took a second look at that. The black die cut titles. I haven't used any of them, so it's kind of nice to actually use one. And enjoy fits this situation really well, so that was a bonus. Got to use one of the titles, got a bonus, and now I can use some of these. So we use the center area. We use the lighter of that. So this is the one that came with Album Retreat. I think, I think I'm gonna go look at something. I'll be right back. I didn't want to say anything until I was for sure, but the purple set has mulberry in it, and I would rather have mulberry dots for this. So I went and grabbed it, but I wasn't sure if I had mulberry or not, and so I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna go get mulberry dots when I don't have any, because that would be horrible. I'm going to put up maybe a little mulberry dot there and over here. And get another one from this sheet and put right there. Okay, I like that. Lining them up is always my most difficult thing. Liking this. I'm so glad I went and checked for these. Okay, so we've got kind of there, we've got there. Do I want to put anything on here? I don't think so, because I don't think the mulberry, I think that would look silly. Yeah, I don't care for that. And I don't want to go up into these colors. I do kind of want something with this. Got some dots. That blends in so much. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we've got a little area down there. We've got a little bit there, some there. Got it here, got a little here. Did some, cutesy. Did this, and then we've got that. I am very happy with this layout. Much, much better. Okay, so I'm going to show you the original. Yay! And, oops, then what I did. Let's lift it up a little bit. Those glue dots were very strong. I like how it pulled all this paper in. And I like that I've got the sage here and here. Oh, there's that other one. And then we have the flip picture there. They also have on this one the flip picture, and I added a little shortbread. Yeah, shortbread, because I kind of messed up right there. So, and you want something really flat in here for this journaling because you don't want it to take up any space. So that is today's. Thank you so much for coming to play today. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and play today. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Leave a comment and have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.